name is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we're here checking out Red Bull Dance Your Style, the USA Finals. So I'm really pumped for this. This is the first time I'm covering a USA exclusive Red Bull affiliated event for the YouTube side, so I'm really looking forward to this. I do know who ends up taking it, but I haven't seen any footage of this event, so I don't know how they get there. So I'm really, really excited for this. Special shout out to Stance for the footage. I think it's incredible that we can always have such a reliant just collective or channel of individuals who are able to get these events covered in such high quality. I'm ready. I hope you guys are. Let's check out the round of 16. First up, looks like we have Zen versus Cap J. Love it, dab it up. Here we go. What we doing? We got people vibing in the back. Set it up. Pistol squat variant. Nice. Looks like we're resetting quite often with the torso, but I appreciate the pulse choice and how we're building it up. Integrating a little bit of popping elements, reversal of our gliding. All through. It looks like we're figuring out different ways in how we're choosing to set up. A lot of moves we're tossing out to figure out what's going to stick for ourselves. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. The Monastery ended up single, double on the side. Okay. When it comes to Red Bull Dance Your Style, performance is really important. And creativity. Oh. We're recognizing bases. Oh. Pretty good clarity here. Oh! His texture and how he chose to reset that was very interesting. Okay. Oh, oh. Oh. Wow, with the click. Hey, toss it. Wow. Wow, okay, okay. Is it just a single round? For round of 16s, it's a 2-rounder. Okay, for that round, I'd be giving it to a Cap J. Very subtle. I see the crown back there. Also, shout out to Kath. I think she was one of the organizers for the event. Man, so many people to organize for this. So it looks like we're reusing again. Once again, we've already counted 2 on Monastery that we saw there. Once again, we're using a glide as a form of transition, which is nice. But something for this particular circuit, having a strong foundation is very, very, very helpful for you. But if we're not able to regulate it within the particular tracks that we're given to be able to create uniqueness of the space that you're setting, it makes it hard to engage with your audience, right? Unfortunately, this is probably one of the most subjective circuits you could compete under. Most people know that. The fun little hat trick was nice. But right now, Cap J's in a very interesting position in how we choose to respond. I appreciate the 2-round because it makes your decision much more clear. I also appreciate how our audience is actually watching. That's something I really appreciate. Thank you. Okay, he's finished up early. Maybe. Familiarity of the song allows for more opportunity for wordplay, is what it looks like, yeah? Oh? really good stability. What's nice is I get to uncover a lot of people that promote within the U.S., so I get to see them live it up. The reversal was good. Oh, tension there. Cool. I like the conversational elements he's incorporating in his choices. A little heel toe with the press down. It's going to be I would see an overwhelming win on Blue Corner's favor for that. So if you haven't been with me before, when it comes to battle reviews, I normally don't go back and review them. I just kind of give like a synopsis overview on my end here. And then, you know, if we have discussion, we can have discussion. And with Red Bull Dance Your Style, I've mentioned it already, and notice I am talking a lot more throughout what we're watching, just so, you know, I don't run on here before we just move on. Why would I pick Capjay over Zen? Remember, super subjective. Everybody has different expertise in the space. Some are there and they're there to pick their favorites, and that's what it is. They have some who have a preference to lean to red over blue, and when in doubt and they like both, they just go for a default color. That's very real. People are allowed that free will, right? I come at it from the lens on I've been able to experience growing in how to look at battles and be able to understand skill sets that can be measured to a certain degree. Remember, subjective art here. And what gets looked at a lot of times, performance is highly prioritized. How are you engaging and captivating within the space? And a lot of times musicality. So through the usage of wordplay, through how you're integrating yourself, the relationship of your movement to music, that a lot of times can help influence how we receive it as an audience, because it is an audience vote, right? That's the judge here. And then you also have creativity. How are you navigating the music? How are you navigating your opponent, right? Are you framing your vocabulary of whatever style you're choosing to showcase with yourself? If you're a hybrid dancer, meaning that you had dabbled into multiple styles, I always want to be somebody who promotes curiosity in multiple fundamental styles, because they're so important to the culture of dance, specifically street dance in the United States. So being able to see and recognize that's always really fun. But you see a lot of hybrid dancers where you're seeing them dabble a little bit here, a little bit there, which is cool, you know, but a lot of times that can stifle creativity if you're not mindful of how you're choosing to grow in those respective techniques that you're choosing to glean with, right? So my vote would go to Capjay because of the relationship to the music, the relationship to the audience, in the sense of how he was able to captivate attention and tone set effectively and maintain that, and also properly answer whenever there's certain parts of the music that were missed opportunities from Zen. So, and also Zen, we were lacking in the area of creativity because we were repeating certain ambidextrous-like grooves, such as the monastery. We had a little bit of glide work that was repeated, things like that. So if I was in the audience, you just think, somebody votes red, cool. If somebody votes blue, cool. If somebody couldn't decide, that's cool too. But I would vote, if I was there, I would vote for Capjay. So let's see who takes it. If Stance shows it. Okay, Stance does not show it, so I guess I'll find out in the round of 8s. I only have round of 16 pulled up, so that's what makes it fun. I think I only know who's in finals, so that's what makes this super enjoyable. Let's go, next one. Kid Nimbus versus Lana Pops. Oh, sticky. It's gonna get sticky, uh-oh. Oh, look at the richness of how grounded we're choosing to approach this track. Ew, ew, ew. Exploration is sick there with speed control. The interruptions. I wonder if Kid Nimbus and Crown have duoed or 2v2 together. They're very similar in approach at times. He has more rigidness, but it could just be track. You see, he's replicating the same move, but notice how he switched up the dynamic of it, direction of it, and intention. That's what matters here, is reading the freaking room. Wow. Oh. Yep. 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 What a room, man. They're hyping, man. Really enjoy her flow. Sticky. Pushing it back. Her exploration choice, I really appreciate her flow a lot. Ugh. Her exploration's really nice. I think I already mentioned that. Sifting through it, figuring out what's going to work for her, but framed different than how Zen was going about it. Okay. Oh, bana. Upgrade you. Oh. We're getting lucky on timbres. With the clap. That was cool. Following through and believe me. Introducing a new flow is really smart for him here. It's a different track, different demand on how you want to engage your audience. He knows how to establish polyrhythms. Way to go. Using the hat as a mirror is fun. So Kid Nimbus has her on polyrhythms. That's one. He also, well, we'll talk about it in a second. Ooh. So notice how she's resetting through usage of her flow with the torso, right? Usage with her hips and her chest is something that she kind of resonates with. She said, let's fill it out real quick. That was fun. That's cute. Okay, so who would I personally vote for? I would vote for Kid Nimbus. A lot of times with songs, it's a very interesting skill to kind of be able to read the room on how the room resonates with said song. This song, like Upgrade You, right, by Beyonce, it's an older track, so some people may be super familiar with it if you grew up listening to it, or those who are really, they're very big Beyonce fans, or there's people who are like, okay, they're a casual listener of it, right? But the other track, it's Sticky, within like the choreography scene, a lot of times you see people pop off. It's a pop off type song where you're like, if you're gonna be sticky, you gotta own it. Own the sticky. It's a very strange sentence to say. So out of the two, now what is it? Ilana Pops, right? Ilana Pops, she had a really nice flow, but notice there was a similarity to how she approached her tracks the way that Zen did in the last round. Whereas she was entertaining a similar flow, but with Ilana Pops, she also, how she was choosing to reset, and when I talk about a reset, it's a comfort zone type of space that you operate. So a lot of times for poppers, it would be to put the arms down to explore somewhere else, right? Or if you see a lot of times with choreography dancers, where they come from the choreography scene and then they do freestyle, they kind of sit in like a second position kind of bounce situation or some chill out more stationary wise. It just depends on the person, and a reset can look different for every person. If you notice a common denominator in how somebody is choosing to go back to what's comfortable to explore somewhere else, it's like home base almost. So Alana's was a little bit easier to pinpoint compared to Kid Nimbus, and Kid Nimbus had more polyrhythm and tension, so that led to more creative elements within his rounds. For both rounds, he also met the tone of expectation that people would psychologically affiliate at times to a track like Sticky. He got sticky with it. He wordplayed with it. He had a lot of rigidness to his usage of posture and weight distribution in order to match the griminess of the track itself from a timbre tonal color standpoint, meaning the sound and how it resonates to the ear, right? So all in all, I think this one was a really fun match. I can see Kid Nimbus move on, or if I was in the space, I would vote red for those reasons. All right, T-Wave versus Marley Hightower. I just talked to her today. How fun. Oh, is he a lifey dancer? He's doing a lot of tic-tac-toes. Fake outs on light, yeah. Little tone wops. I always admire lifey dancers or how they approach tracks. Okay. Okay. Hey. Okay. Okay, change of the flow. Oh, the setup's nice. She does good on her speed changes. The ISOs. She matching it. She said I'm a lockin', not really. She's playing on his style. I see. He's like, excuse me. Wow. That's a cute crew. That's cute. Okay. Looks like our DJ's got a Beyonce preference over older music, right? Okay. It's so interesting how the way the space is, you could feel the presence of people's preferences in the air, as thick as fog, man. You can tell if they're engaging with it or not, and that, it's wild. It's kind of like you don't even need to know how they're voting. That's crazy. So a note that I'm noticing here with my guy T-Wave is he's coasting here. He's plateauing where he's giving really cool ideas, but how he's presenting them are all here. But if you notice with Marley, is she's providing, even though he had more complexity in his choices, she's engaging in wordplay, recognizing the song, creating dynamics. She's adding heartbeat to the track, which in a space like this is so important because it's going to resonate with your room. hair's so cute too. Oh. 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 Okay. So who would my vote be for this? I'm leaning more Marley than I am T-Wave. I would say with T-Wave, like I mentioned, did he bring more complexity? In theory, I would say yes, with his ideas from a creative standpoint and from a, difficulty standpoint. Her stuff has a simplicity to it. Simple doesn't mean easy. It just means easy to read, which there could be such a captivating element to it, and you can do a lot with it if you're very familiar with how you know how to utilize it for yourself. Marley does that very well. You notice that through how she is navigating through the ebbs and the flows of her given track. That's very helpful in this case because T-Wave did not do that. And whenever you kind of stagnate, right? You are doing all these things, but you're not providing any clarity or breath for me to sit and appreciate. You're not really resonating with your track. You're just doing movements on top of a track. There's no pocket that you're exploring. You're just doing movement that does have a pocket, and it just may work in timing but doesn't have depth of texture, or your posture shifts within it. Then you may, navigate those little differences that could influence somebody's decision. Literally, a lot of people in the space are going to be like, I just vibe with Marley's more. You know what? I like T-Wave. He brought more difficulty. Some people, that's enough of an answer for them. So that's why whoever wins or loses, this is really not a place. I hope that people don't put their value on the winning and losing of this in the way where it equates to your competency of craft, because it's really not the best way to measure that. I mean, there's really no great way to measure that because it has to do with oneself and your exploration and your choices as a human. But we can get into that later. So if I was in the room, I'd vote Marley because of the depth and how she chose to pace herself within the track. And I think she supplemented that enough to compensate for her lack of complexity and creativity in ways that T-Wave was bringing. So that would be my vote. Next up, the Dreams versus Sean. Okay. Looks like we're exploring some crump jabs, something similar to that, right? A little wave. Wave is fun. We have a lot of pistol squats with some gangsta lean vibes, right? Here in this circuit. Little chest was fun. Oh, okay. Sean's turn. I always admire people's abilities to dance barefoot, and he said, let me go barefoot and throw on some socks. Oh. It's really great balance. I know he trains with Carl too. He's like, are you listening? Oh. Wow. Wow, okay, okay. So really he matched her and upped her on the pistol squat variations. Wow. Wow, mad work. From complexity, creativity, and difficulty, Sean had her threefold on that. This would be a fun track to dance to. if she has a Crump background because I see a lot of her choices have that kind of inspiration or influence. Okay, pull it. Hey! I really like the barrel jump there. It was nice. It flowed pretty well. Some people may say she's too aggressive on it. I wouldn't say that. You can see that she's trying to match it on the pace of it, how she's bleeding it out. That was nice. Oh, wow. That was nice. So Sean's turn. That was smart for him to do it. He showcased patience in that intro. That's very smart. Just popping off sometimes can backfire going too loud. It's so subtle. It's like a stripped version. Wow. Ew. I mean, was he like on Releve? No, but is he known for, he can turn. Like, it's not anything crazy. He was stable on it too. That's the important thing. He said garden. This is gross, Sean. Ew. Ew, hinge it. Hinge it some more. There's really good range back here. That's wild work. Yeah. So that's going to be a very, that's a super clear win on Sean's part because he captivated. I mean, they both did good on captivation to a certain extent. Sean had so much complexity added to his choices, his variance, the stability and the difficulty of how he chooses to balance is wild work. It's super impressive and very commendable every time you see it. Man, and you know, even though if it doesn't, in this space, it's not really about, are we executing things fundamentally correct? It's not really that. It's a lot of times having a fluency of being able to do something well foundationally. It provides you the freedom to create variants that give you the opportunity to showcase your artistry, right? That's kind of been what a lot of people have really wanted to strive for. I know Sean has a studio background, right? So a lot of his choices, he's fully capable of it, but the fact that he was able to do 5, 6 turns, cool. I know he's probably capable of doing that on Releve. He doesn't need to because of the phrasing and how he got in and out of it. It didn't really call for that, and the preparation to be able to do that correctly would kind of fall out of the, you know, the enjoyment of the setup, if I'm being real. So I like the fact that you can recognize, like, there's inspirations of some styles here and there, like with Dreams with Crump. I don't know what her background is. I know Sean's more just organically because of what I've been exposed to in media growing up. I've seen him a lot. So this is really cool being able to see, and I highly commend him for the ability to phrase the way that he has within this particular circuit, because you're up against a lot of people who have heavy creative flows and pockets that work well depending on the songs that you get. A lot of times it comes down to song choice and how you choose to rep on it. So yeah, I would say very strong chance Sean's gonna move on with that. Okay, next, Lily versus Nolat. Oh, is she a whacker? You better tell him. Tell him! Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Yes. Hey! Wow. She has a lot of intensity in her approach. All right, how we doing this? This is a Nolat. Oh. See a light feeder. Hey. Nice. This is something that T-Wave wasn't showing as much. Was flow change, pocket meaning timing changes. Look at that. Oh, God. Oh, look at that fake out. A proper fake out. Wow. Oh, da-da-da-da. So captivating. Wow. Well done on Nolat's part for that. All right. No R&B flow. So this is actually going to be tricky for both of them because it's a very similar flow that you could find yourself being in if you're not careful. Which will mean you'll repeat your vocab, you'll repeat your creative adventures. Oh, okay, Wave. You can see that she practices polyrhythms, which is great. You can see it in her drill work. So she's switching primarily from whacking to popping. Hey, okay. She said chest to hips to a knock. Alright, what are we doing today, Nolat? Oh, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. What's interesting is, wow, all of that, it did not look like, look at that. That did not, oh! Whoa! That is a man of practice. Wow! Look at that answer. Look at that answer! They said, let's party. I mean, they did say dance your style. Wow. That did look consensual. Because sometimes that kind of stuff can come across like unsolicited. That did give an impression of that was a consensual choice that was made there, okay? Wow. Very, very well practiced. Because I was going to say until he just kept going, oh my God, that was incredible, it didn't look like he was bracing himself for his hat. And that's something that in light feed, a lot of times you see people use their shoes and they use their hats. So I really liked that we got to see a little bit of that, dived into it. And these were not simple phrases of hat tricks he was doing. If he dropped it in any way, shape, or form that wasn't intentional, which you did see him drop it, but that was like I did that on purpose. And how that really just got the audience's attention and revamped it. That's such a great quality that really paid off for him here. Truly. That was so commendable there. When it comes to Lily, she was showcasing things similar that what we were noticing with Zen, if you're watching all of this with me, where you're seeing some familiarity of posture, not in the movements themselves, but how she's choosing to phrase them or how she's choosing to approach a track. There's not a lot of shift or a lot of flow change. Mode change is what we would call it, wherever you're diving into different speed changes, different dynamics, different textures. Those things help provide your audience different things to digest and feed on. Because your audience is your judge, you have to placate to that more. And because you don't have a judge that's sitting there analyzing all of your, movement and where is it based off of fundamentally and how sound is it, how difficult is it per a, phrase that you do. You have an audience that's going off of how did you emotionally manipulate me to do what you want me to do is really what it is, right? And that's such a unique skill set that a lot of people can do a very good job on. And the tricky thing with Red Bull Dance Your Style is you got the same crowd going from around a 16 to the finals. You have to be so creative with any song you're given. It's wild work on the stamina side, both physically and creatively, because they just up the ante on the amount of songs, and you still got to bring it every single time, or somebody's going to clock out at you. It is crazy, right? So I think Lily did a really nice job. We were able to clearly see her styles that we got to see represented, but I would give my vote to Nolat because captivation and the usage of the hat really brought the high level of difficulty and a high reward is a lot of times whenever you use prop work like that. Wow, that was fun. Okay, next up is Daisy, BNZ, and Jabari. Whoa! What is this called? Debut? Yeah, by Cat's Eye. She's going 90-0. Ah! They're coming back. Okay. So she's doing the choreo. So this is a fun rendition of the choreo. Stance, you know what? I just realized you got multiple vantage points in the freaking room, dude. Come on now. All right, what are we doing? I love that. Let's go. Aye. Another light feet dancer. I love it. Wow. I wasn't expecting a Cat's Eye track to pop off here. Come on now. Okay. That one, I mean, I know a lot of people would probably lean to Jabari. Oh! But I can see a lot of people lean to Daisy because of her integration. Oh, did she like jump off the stage? Yeah, she did. Because of her integration of the original choreography. And the people who know the choreo, they may really appreciate it. So she's doing a lot of tricks. I like the freaky. That was a nice phrase. I think she's holding her own way more here in the second round than she was in the first one. First one was very trick heavy, which affects your timing and can affect your creativity and musicality. Okay. Looked like she crashed it slightly there. I think she was trying to go for a stall. Cute. Oh, he's breathing. Oh. He set up. He said, I gotta set up, and that's what he did. Okay. Oh, usage of the hat, the help on that was cool. I can see it leaning more into Jabari's favor than Daisy's, but I think Daisy's second round was significantly stronger than her first. Sometimes what happens, and I can heavily attest to this from my own personal experience, whenever you get a song that you know, and you like know, like she knew the choreo, right, of the track, sometimes that, you're like, I want to justify this, or I know this song so bad, I have the advantage here, and sometimes you let the song kind of overtake and influence your choices a little, not a little too much, but in ways that can lead to more missed opportunities, because Jabari chose the exploration route of, it didn't give the impression he knew the song, but he was still able to hit a lot of the parts of the music that can still satisfy the listener, right, of it. She was able to satisfy those who are Cat's Eye fans in the space. She's like, I know what's going on, but also some people can call that counting, like, not counting, but like, she's, repeating moves because that's the move that's in the dance, right? So I think that's kind of the risk you run when you try to navigate in that way. But I do appreciate that, she went for it. I thought that was cool, And then with Jabari, I think he held his own in both rounds. I would say Daisy was way more competitive in that second one, though. Okay, finally we got Sun Lam versus Ivy. Triple, okay. Ooh. Wow. Oh, that's clean. Wow. The fact that we played on timing like that. Oh. Oh. Come on now. Gosh, I always commend the ability to freak and pop off, especially in heels. Okay. Oh, oh. Yeah. Vogue, a lot of times, Vogue is not really battled in this type of space, so I think Ivy did a great job considering the circumstance. Sun Lam has such readability, which is very dangerous, right? When you're against somebody who is so clear, but it's very complex. Oh, this is wild work. Oh my God! Oh, he's answering. He's answering. Wow. He's like, I'll do it this way. Oh. Ooh. It creates interesting gimmicks within his choices, too, that helps maintain captivation. Wow. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yep. Oh. Mm. Wow. Okay. Ooh. What's this? Did they end up tying it? Let's chat about that. Does it surprise me? I mean, I would lean more to Sun Lam, but I have a high respect for Ivy because a lot of times people would take what you see in Vogue as, oh, they're just repeating, but those elements are so important to how you do a round. You know what I mean? Just like you see somebody doing a lock in for light feet, like you see a lot of times you see them do fake outs, right? So I commend Ivy for the fact that this is not the typical ball structure whatsoever that you would normally see Vogue in. And Vogue, out of most styles, I would say, I don't consider this a hot take. It's just an observation. So I'm very open to growing in this area. And Gravity Jacobs has done a really good job of helping me in that area too. So shout out to Gravity for that. I'm noticing in a lot of battle circuits, especially like the open style ones, Vogue tends to be at a disadvantage, and I think a lot of it comes from the style itself. Is it normally regularly structured in this way? Like you normally see it, like a lot of the functionality of the key elements, like the catwalk, is meant as a transition step, right? If you know how a ball is conducted. So that's why for this to be a tie, I'm very intrigued on what song's gonna go down for this. Ooh. Gosh, the transitions are so clean. But they're not easy to do, and that's what makes them so admirable. Cute. Oh, okay. Bleed it through. Oh, okay. Come on now. Wow, okay. He said. Okay, so we're ending up. People can see that as, because of the type of turn she did, as a repeat. He said no. It's just hard because of the BPM of it. Ivy's putting up a fight. Wow. Okay. So for this tiebreaker, it is more clear to lean more into Sun Lam. This song is not like an ideal BPM range. A house track actually tends to follow a similar BPM range of success to executing a lot of key elements with Vogue. Like in-house. So this one definitely is a bit faster. So there was that, and also we saw some things repeatedly since setup, and so it is what it is. But come on, Ivy, you better freaking pop off. I love the representation of Vogue in these spaces, just like looking at Lovron in the Korea finals. It was so fun to see her there and in lineup too. Okay, I'm ready for this round of 8. I'm curious to see who ended up moving on. So I think for this round of 16, I said for the first group, I said Cap J, then Kid Nimbus, I said Marley, Sean, Nolot, Jabari, and Sunlam. So those are the people that I pick. Is that 8? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. Oh, we still have one more. Oh my god. So my bubble's covering up one of them. So sorry. Let's go watch it. So sorry, Kilo and Tyler D. We almost didn't watch you. That would have been so rude. Let's watch. So those were my 7. Let's see who my 8th would be. This is Sean Paul. I've heard this track enough. Oh, it's his remix, isn't it? Reactions to the percussion. Ding, ding, ding on the guitar. Ooh. Okay. Tyler D. Creator. Oh. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Very interesting on the flow for it. It'd be interesting to see him against Marley. Wasn't that filthy? Wow. I liked his usage of flow, like literally physical flow. Whoa. Mustard! This one's tricky because the space gets turned, but there's already so much saturated perspective on this track. They disappearing. Oh, that was gross. Isolate. Oh, okay. Timing was a little off, but hey, we admire it though. Kilo's got a stronger round here. Yeah. Mustard. Yup. We squeezing it out. Yup. Tell him. Yup. Turn the TV up. He's turning the TV up with a triple bass. Oh. I mean, I can see the audience tie this out. I'm leaning to Tyler D. Creator for wordplay creativity with the climb up. That was filthy. Ew. Oh, this is a tricky one. Oh. Mustard! Oh, God. He hit them, folks. That was a great one. Wow. Okay, so we ended up having a winner out of that. That, to me, was the closest thing to seeing going to another round. out of them all, honestly. So who would I lean to? I am leaning to Tyler, the Creator, because of the wordplay creativity choices. This was very close. They did, God, this was so good. They freaking nailed both tracks. My preference, because remember, this is like a huge preference game, and just like you could be feeling the exact opposite of me in reference to Kilo, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I hope this promotes and progresses discussion on the beauty and the art of celebrating dance and what can be so captivating about it, especially when you got good musicality like what we saw here. For me, in the case, I mean, we had some high level understanding of how we're approaching our track. We matched it in tone setting, meaning that how we're resonating in our posture and where our weight's going, because that's a really big thing that you can use to help with how you want to shift your body to resonate on your track, so your audience can therefore see a visual representation of your track, because that's your point as a dancer, is your visual representation of your music. So if you do a good job of that, if somebody's vibing with the track, they see that you continue to elevate the track, so they continue to vibe on said track, they're going to lean heavily in your favor for that reason, right? Whether it's, in a positive sense or in a, you made me really think about life sense. Some people get captivated in that way. So I am a heavy preference lean to musicality, especially in the areas of wordplay and cultural nuance. And so the pulls going on there and actual using physical gestural pantomimed imagery to help carry, but also be able to phrase it in context with other, rigid, dynamic, legato, different flow changes, mode changes, pocket changes, meaning your timing, mode being techniques, and vocabulary would be the actual moves that you would see done, and with different relevant cultures affiliated. I think both did a great job. My lean is going to go to Tyler, the Creator, for this. I'm so glad that I caught this before I tried to go to the round of eights. That would have been very silly of me. Okay, now it's time to go to the round of eights. All right, we got Cap J and Kid Nimbus. I think I picked both. This will be interesting. Oh. The directions and how it gives the impression that he's triggering them are really smart. Fun way to exist on that bass. Hey. Hey! Golly! With a fixed point rotation coming out of it is wild work. Hey. Okay, we're listening. Kid Nimbus, what we doing today? Hey. Hey. Okay, he is choosing to explore that triple bass similarly, so that's something to observe. Nice. People know how to swipe with those legs. Goodness gracious. Make sure my volume's turned up. Such an interesting track. Oh, wow. Gosh, he's so good at tone setting. Ah! Whoa! Wow. What a fun exchange. Oh, wow, 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 wow. God, that bass is filthy. Wow. Tough stuff. Twist there on the freeze was cool. Oh my god. God, that was so good. Are they gonna show us here? Wow! Wow, wow, wow. Okay, we're gonna let it play. They gotta say, okay, place your votes. Good God, that was so cool. I would say Kopje and Kid Nimbus brought great captivation. Okay. Kopje brought character. So it caused for reason of captivation through storytelling. Both told stories, but Kopje, it was a strange thing, especially during the second track. It gave the impression, it could just be how I resonate on the track, how it sounds to me, and how he projected it. He was the one that was vibing out. He was resting in how that tone was being presented. That was so cool. That is such a captivating skill set that somebody can have. That really, that was so good. My vote would go to Kopje, but oh my God, Kid Nimbus. Lord help us all. That was fantastic. Your rounds were great. Wow, wow, wow. I think, who was it? Woo! I really like that the lights go out there. So let's say red side, Kopje. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh, that was so good. That was such a good match. That second track. Ooh, goodness. Okay. Next is we got Marley versus Sean. Better add some little Campbell locking in the mix. Yeah, you better Bart Simpson through. Ooh, the wave was cute. Such an interesting song to play for a battle, right? Wow. He said, let me make this my concert. Ooh. Wow, okay. rotations. That was a vibe. That side's getting all the fan service. He's playing a lot to the crowd, which for a crowd-judged competition is not a bad thing to do. But I know some people are going to prefer you to focus on your opponent more. Or to have a balance of both. You're listening. Let's go. Oh my god! J-Noy, if you watch this, that's what you guys did for S-Rank, right? It's the thong song. This one. Yeah. Oh, come on, phrase it. Yep. Pulls are nice. Yeah. Lordy. More stability. Something to keep in mind for these two. Okay, who would I vote for? If it was round isolated, I'd say first round would go to Sean, second I'd go to Marley. So I do know Sean moves on because he's in the finals. Lord, though. That was so good. Guys, I love dance so much. It's so fun to watch it. Oh, wow. That's a Sean win there. You had a lot of complexity, too. Guys, difficulty's so high level. That song's such a vibe, though. Oh, man. Man. Okay. Yeah, I mean, in general, I mean, Marley held her own mighty fine, too. And with Sean does a very, very good job on being able to navigate the space to where he's able to, face Marley, but a lot of his choices, a lot of different people get to see it from an ideal vantage point because of his direction changes within it. He knows how to placate to the crowd, which is a really good skill to have for this particular circuit. So it worked well for him here. All right, we got Sun Lam versus Tyler D. Creator. Okay. Oh, he slipped it. Slipped it with the foot. He's got a heavy boogalooing poppy background. Ew, dude. Wow. love to see Sunlum go against Poppin' Met. Will we get that? Maybe one day? Poppin' Met is wild work, man. Hey! He said, mwah! Okay. Talented creators wanting to match on the floor and popping. Will that work for him? Some of his choices aren't as clear, which is hard. At least the snake was fun. Fun. Get it, Shouty. So he's trying to appease the audience too, which worked well for Sean. Wow. That push-up was, ooh, wow. Okay, Black Eyed Peas has joined the chat. Let's go. Yeah. Show that pop off. He wrote the auto-tune. Gosh, he doesn't look fatigued at all. He hadn't shown strobes like that yet. That was cool, huh? And he slapped it. Ah! Wow, that's a round. Yeah. Choice on the mode change there. Going down, makes sense. Yeah. We'll put our hands in the air. So big, I'm stepping on leprechauns, y'all get hit. Okay. My vote would go to Sunlum there. Yes, I know he's. Whoa, that was cut off. Hold on, go back. Sorry, that cut off mad fast. It didn't even show the votes. Okay, so I would go for Sunlum. I know he ends up in finals, right? With this was what I was saying in the round of 16s. His clarity of choice really paid off for him for these types of tracks because there's not a lot of muffled timbres in play. They're clear and readable, or they're clearly defined a lot of times, at least the two tracks we were given, and they're like the Black Eyed Peas Boom Boom Pow has some really interesting interruptions of the flow of the track, or they contribute in really interesting ways. He chose to approach it differently or introduce different techniques he had not introduced in the round of 16 compared to Talented Creator. So from a creativity standpoint of the usage of pockets, the usage of the mode changes or the types of techniques he chose to explore, as well as the readability of it, it promotes a huge degree of captivation, right? So my vote went to him for those reasons. I mean, it's cool, but I mean, Tyler the Creator, goodness, man, I really loved his round of 16s so much. Okay, we have No Lie versus Daisy VMZ. So I think I voted for the other guy from her round. Look at her go. Okay. That's cool. Love it. Are people going to say we're repeating some of our choices? That's cool, but he did drop it. People do get influenced off of stuff like that. Goodness gracious. He also spent most of his round on his hat. Oh. Hey. Hey. Look at her. Okay. Rolling tens of cuz. Come on, Miss Ma'am. Hey. She's sending it there. Yep. She mode changed, which really helps this round for her. She's got a lot of captivating elements about it. And that is so important in this circuit. You gotta know how to captivate your audience. Wow. No Lie dropped the hat, even though he had an interesting posture presentation about it. How he chose to represent himself was cool. She held it down for that round. Let's take the shirt off. Oh, let's go. Come on now, little head springs. Hey, but little Guada Guada was fun. The top down is fun. A lot of his approach, notice a lot of his techniques are running similarly to, I think, T-Wave, right? Where we're kind of coasting on a certain dynamic, right? Well, not dynamic, more texture. We're not playing around with levels and volume of extroversion and introversion of movement. She's sitting in an interesting position. Let's go, girl. Yep. She said, you watching? Here's the head spring. To a straddle with a turn. So she matched him there. Was it the cleanest? Transition could have been a little bit more seamless. There's a way you can creatively answer somebody, and you don't always have to. But she knows how to head spring. She showed it. Yep. Eat it. She's vibing with it. Wow. Is this going to end? No, they're going to play it. I can see it lean in Daisy's favor. More for this. No lot. Started coasting a little bit on his flow choice. Oh my God, yeah. Heavy Daisy. Come on, girl. was dope. Those were really cool. Okay, I'm ready for semis. Let's go. Okay, I got semis and finals pulled up. I'm ready for this. Let's go. I'm trying to think. Do we do 2 rounds again here? Okay. So we started in a different part of our track. Not quite the most timed there, but I really appreciate the attempt, though. That's what you do. Blame it on your measurements. So he's glitching. That was cute. He said tripping instead of dripping. Hey. It's delivery that really helps in these spaces. Hey. Come on, vibration. Because it shakes. And then you transferred it. Risky, but I appreciate the choice. He knocked the measurements too. It don't make no sense. Wow. So how Sean's answering to Cap J is through hitting similar words, but adding a level of flexibility and difficulty. Wow. It was good. I would lean Sean for that. I mean, I know he's in finals, but he did great there. Because now, remember, we're operating in a creativity deficit where we've seen these guys on 4 tracks easy. Now this is track 6. Better setup compared to that first round. That bass was filthy. That breakdown was filthy. That was dope. This is sick. Hold it down. And I lean. Yeah, that was a very strong round from Cap J here. Sean is carrying over an advantage from how we approached that first round. Wow. Yeah, send it. Send it with the smooth it out. Yup. Yeah. Oh! Wow! That trace down was cool. Is he aura farming? Stop it! Stop it! Ah! That aura farm's wild. Woo! That was so smart. Wow, that was dope. That was great. Yeah, Sean held his own very, very well in that second round, and Sean took that first round. So Cap J, super fun from him. He had a stronger second round. The aura farming was really well done on Sean's part. He needed something like that to match the creative gimmick that Cap J is really, really good at. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, it's leaning. Good old Sean Lou. Sweet baby Jesus. That was so fun. Okay. Daisy BMZ versus Sun Lam. Hey. She said nope. She said wait. She said I'm a bad chick. Watch me. I admire the fact that Sun Lam watches his opponents, because a lot of times you don't see people watch each other, which is absolutely fine. She beat it. Yeah. Yep. She does good at honing in on the space. All right. Put my eyes on you. He's like, are you watching? Because I watched you. Okay. Oh my God. He said forget Pound Town on those bases. I just messed up the whole program and beat it off the ball, knocked it down, and that's the young can. Do my little rub all night. All right. Beat it like a mic. Killer don't run from this pipe. Let me see you run. Don't. Go ahead, shake some. Got you going nuts, you just put my chains on. Got her going crazy, let it shake and watch her move. Told her you gotta run it up and not the one who makes the rules. You just made a whole thing off of King Tut crap. Oh my God. Left, right. Ah! That was a vibe. That was a vibe. That was cool. She's hyping a lot. It's pretty chill here to start, though. Yeah. You see her phrasing is confined within her, her content's confined in her phrasing. That's what it is. She doesn't bleed over her choices as complexly or creatively. She's already done that stop, and she's already done the Tenzuka too. It's not necessarily a bad thing, what I just said. It's just that's what I'm noticing here. 8, like she finishes up a choice on the 8 most of the time. But something that helps on creativity is how you choose to package it and how you sequence your choices to where it still complements and you're polyrhythmic, but you're matching through your phrase. Like that. Something that he's doing a really good job on is introducing new ideas every single time. Front walk over who? Hey! Wow, he said, let me just free flow. They cut this one off too. Okay, so we know Sean and Sun make it to finals. I mean, hopefully you may have learned that before watching this. Sorry for the spoiler alert if you didn't. I really admire, and I have a feeling, didn't Sun Lam win last year too? I feel like I've seen him before. I've seen older Red Bull Dance Your Style US qualifier stuff from like the last season of it. And I feel like I've seen him before because of his choices are similar, or like they're familiar to me, not similar. But that's the thing that I noticed here with Daisy. She showcased two things in a row, which made out of worse in her favor, of skills that are impressive to do, but they are things she had already made focal point moments of in previous rounds. So that's something that when you have the same crowd, that's going to, stack on to the familiarity of what they're used to, and they're already saturated in that. So whenever you bring something like that, then it's just going to be, we're just reusing now, which will lower your creativity. People don't learn as much from what they watch from you, and they're not as inclined to, advocate to want to see more of it, right? So, I mean, she put up one heck of a fight, though. Let me tell you what. She did really good. I especially think from her previous round, not with Sun Lam, but with my other guy that she was against, was really well done. Like, she did great there because of how she chose to approach the tracks. So, man, I am ready for this final. I don't know about you. Finals, baby, let's go. Something Sean has to really fight for here is readability. He also uses his split very often, so how he chooses to package it is important too. Yeah. Woo! Okay. Yeah. Resistance there was cool. Gosh, Sun Lam is so calm. It's wild. Oh, Lord. Did you see his pocket change of confidence with the reverb at the tail end of that? Different directions, it's clear. Eesh. Now he did something similar to this, but how we framed it was different. Wow. Ooh. Oof. New song, let's go. Or at least getting 3 songs. This is such a bout, man. Yep. Chill it out. And the third time, yep. Going from the hips to the chest. There we go. There we go. That's it, Sean. Yes. That's a good phrase. That's great. We're trying to lock, Campbell lock out of it. The stability. We are holding our crotch quite often. But I mean, if it's a wordplay choice, I get it. Wow. Sean has
a subtlety in his combative, like he's being combative here, but Sun is not. Wow. Here we go. And I love that they're both wearing white t-shirts. I really appreciate for somebody who pops as a primary style, he has such an interesting torso utilization, especially in his hips. It's so nice. Wow. Doesn't look tired at all. He's like, woo, he's about as sweaty as he was in the first round. There's something so captivating about that. I reckon that song now. The knocks with the quick feet. So let's look. He has extensions, head knocks, little Harlem influence out of it, stability as well. A little pot of a raise with the transitions. He's getting fast. Say with your chest. He put the shirt up and said, I'm saying it with my chest. He said, I'm going to pull some a la seconds. He's like, it's just an a la seconds. He's also turning on the outside of his foot. Interesting. It was stable. It was stable. All right. Oh. Oh! Little double tour. We got hitters. Ah! 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 God. Wow. Little subtle head ice, so it was so simple. Woo! God, he's so playful. Wow. It's so fun. This is... with the back attitude! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my God! Wow! Guys, let me take a drink. Oh my God! Oh my God! So something I noticed with Sunlim, and Sunlim, if I ever meet you, well, firstly, hi, if you're watching this. Secondly, if I ever meet you, this would be the question I would ask. You watch your opponent, and I wonder if you've interviewed this. He's one of the few that actually does. In the way that he does, he's very calm. He just watches. And then what you notice is it gives the impression that you're fueling up what kind of direction you want to go on the track out of influence of who you see when you go second. It's very fascinating and very dangerous. You're probably one of the most dangerous dancers we've seen in this little lineup here. I think you're the only person I said that about, because it changes and shifted, and there were subtle answers in the framework that was presented in each round, especially that last one, because that was an a la second turn that Sean Liu was doing. Sean, if you're watching this, hey, what's up? Now, the technique of it, we've already touched on that whole thing way back on the round of 16, so we're not going to touch on it again. He was stable in the choice. He did it for an extensive amount of time. I mean, he hadn't quite done that in the space, and not many people could do it in the space. It's cool. Sun Lam took a clowning effect through the usage of gimmick, but then also framework, man, where he used those gimmicks to help in the direction and how he wanted to approach the track and how he chose to pop off and fill in the spaces through the textures and through the techniques that weren't justified from Sean. He filled in those spaces. He said, let me hit the track the way it needs to, because we've left these things off. Oh my goodness. Wow. This was so interesting. So, Sun Lam ends up taking it. Do they go for a tie? A lot of times, sometimes it's a crowd work where they make it a tie. And Sun Lam did not show an ounce of fatigue. He did not give an impression of fatigue, which really works well for you. Wow. It's like, what? I just wanted to take a nap and eat like 2 cookies, dude. I don't know why I'm here. That's how nonchalant. Gosh, you're crazy, dude. Like, that's crazy stuff. Crazy. Oh, is that D Noi right there? No. That's oh my god, it was the very first guy we saw. So sorry. He looks like D Noi. Sorry about that. Oh my god. What is all this? Is this your celebration? Yeah, let's see. Yeah. You know, I'm actually surprised I don't recognize more people in the crowd. But that's okay. We'll probably recognize more later on, I'm sure. It's crazy. So some people may be like, oh my god, why is Crown not competing? He's just showing up. It's because he's a wild card. So you'll see him later on in LA in October. Hold on. We need to hear this. Interview time. So many emotions right now. Grateful. Nice. It kind of lets you borderline snatch that mic out of his hands. He's like, go for it. It's the best of your life. He said, I'm feeling great right now. Let's go. Wow. Firstly, Stans, way to go. I appreciate the seamless transitions between the different camera cuts. I wasn't realizing it whatsoever, which just shows the intention of how you choose to flow it through. It's incredible. Guys, this was so much fun. I love it. Guys, come on, US. I'm excited to see Sun Lam in the finals, because I do look at the World Finals, and I'll be sure to try to be more intentional about the USA Nationals as well whenever it comes around every year. As a fellow American, I think it's only right to do, right? So I want to hear from you guys. I want to see, what was your favorite round? I absolutely loved Sun Lam's final round, and I also really liked it was one from it was a couple rounds ago. There was just a couple, the ones where I looked very excited, just clock those as my favorites. Those were great. Yeah, I want to hear who out of everybody
Were you excited to see who really got added to your radar? I think Cop J got added to my radar mad quick. I really love how he approaches a lot of really cool songs in ways that are so captivating, and it just makes me excited to see him in other stuff. I've seen Kid Nimbus. No, yeah, I've seen him a few times. I wonder if his Radical Force Jam that we've seen him. Sean Liu, very familiar with. I mean, he's so consistent. We really appreciate and admire his growth for sure. And then I would say with, what's her name? Daisy. Daisy squared up. Good for her, right? So everybody brought something interesting to the table. I loved the amount of light feet we were seeing here. Thought that was cool. And then of course, Ivy in Vogue repping it up in the round of 16. I thought that was awesome. But yeah, you guys know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.